everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA. Up against the Giants defense that will need to be on its game.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Rams. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Gone. He hits Baldwin right side. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Goff on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now it's gone. And unsuccessful there trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. Again, Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. The 40, 30, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Now Andrew Frank's on for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. And the Rams getting set to go now. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. There at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he's brought down after a good gain. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Now a handoff looking right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And now here's a carry heading left. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. And they'll run it here. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Throwing is Manning on third down. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Deshaun Hall in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on fourth down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the gun on third down, Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and it'll bring up third down. Working from the gun, Manning. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hansen. And call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field,
so here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw on 3rd down, Manning. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already on their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Room past the 20. Over the middle, complete. It's Silva. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On 1st down, gone. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
This is West, and this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Gone. He's going to air one out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now a handoff looking right. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Here's Manning to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 7, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Now West. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And his throw here is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Rams on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Silva. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Manning to throw on 2nd down. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll hand it off now. Hill. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Manning throwing on second down. That is caught inside the 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come out here in the I. Second and goal from the 2-yard. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Jeremy Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Play action. It's Goff. Dancing to his left. And he's got room. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. And now a first down following that long gain. Out of the gun. Goff. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to the air. Goff on second down. Trying to lay one up deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Rams on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, LR. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They run it again with Hill. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 3rd down, Manning. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
It's Manning. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second down following the run. Again, they run with Hill. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. To throw on 3rd down. Manning. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, West, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness? The first to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did. I
think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. He finds West. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 21-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Goff. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 1st down, Hill. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The play clock's running down. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Again, it's Hill. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Manning. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now a play fake, and it's gone. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Now it's gone. Going deep here for Watkins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. fresh set of downs here. They'll keep it on the ground. Hill, 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll run. This is Hill. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Manning. Over the middle, complete. That's Hansen. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And once again, Hill, he's been busy. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. They'll keep it on the ground. Hill. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 2nd down, Hill. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Now carry number 20 here for Hill. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Hill. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Jeremy Hill with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A gain of 3, second down. Now it's gone. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Goff to Watkins for a Rams first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Goff. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Rams on third down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
Goff now to throw. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Now Goff. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
Here's Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play. On first down, Goff. Got it complete to West. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Goff throwing again. And his his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it's third down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
The Rams on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 7. Now gone. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a 1-score game. Petty now. And Marshall's got it. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this will be recovered by the Giants, and that ought to just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Giants, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, it's a long